Let's go. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the channel. Random J. Cole drop, obviously. I didn't even know that this happened. My barber messaged me, new Cole. And I said, you got a spot open? I need a new fade. Just kidding. Look at this shit. It's immaculate. It's brand new. Say GG's to the barber, baby. But I'm excited, bro. I mean, this is it. I feel like this is the first track since Cole dropped the EP and then took the track down. That was the diss toward Kendrick. I feel like this is the first track. We got a sprinkling of features, which were fire for the most part, except for the Cash Cobain one. But we're gonna pretend like that one don't even exist. All right, everybody gets one. But there's really not too much to say, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just hop on into it. Follow us over on Twitch when Cole drops his album, when K-Dot drops his album, when Drake drops his album, whoever you want to see when their albums drop. We're doing it live on Twitch always. You get to be a part of the content. I promise you'll have a good time. Also, join us on Patreon. Album reactions are uncut in full on Patreon, along with other singles that don't make the channel, so on and so forth. We missed Patreon access because the Dropbox got blocked for like 3 weeks as I was trying to review for copyright reasons, but we're back. So join over there if y'all guys want to support the channel. But other than that, Port Antonio, San Antonio? This beat is so haunting, bro. That sample. Sounds like some James Blake type production. All right, let's get it.
Young Jermaine walked the straight and narrow. Minimum wage jobs for the narrow. But still my mind was on the zeros. I fiend for the perks that was seen flipping birds. So we was skipping church, but my eyes was on the sparrows. Niggas flipping pies, spending thousands on a payroll. Shit, I wanna shine too. I want dimes too. Jealous niggas wanna know just how my rhymes blew. Mano y mano, I'm Bono, I'm you times two. Now I'm bougie, I done out.
Mano y mano, I'm Bono, I'm you times two. You too? Bro, I thought he was going to do something with that rhymes blue. Like, I thought he was going to go into like a color cadence or something like that. It's nice so far. It almost feels like that one track, Tale of Two Cities, but not as dark and not as fucking... Tale of Two Cities might be one of J. Cole's top 5 of all time, low key. So it feels like that like level of darkness, just not so storytelling, but that same level of like not animosity toward his friend, but maybe wanting to blow up and get big and make money for the wrong reasons type shit. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the Dead President sample, like mad slowed down, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's Dead Presidents 2 by Jay-Z off Reasonable Doubt. Mad slowed down, the piano at least.
Just wanna know just how my rhymes blew. Mano y mano, I'm Bono, I'm you times two. Now I'm
That's why I
bougie,
think
I
it right
done
there.
outgrew the fountain blue. But never forgot the spot where I developed my plot. The dwell at the top, the veil where all my skeletons locked. If I could do it all over, then I never would swap.
Nope.
I seen good, I seen bad, had my melanin mocked. I seen lifelong friends turn to devilish ops. I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it before you see that heavy metal get popped. He was a mean...
Oh my God, before you see the heavy metal get popped, like King, like Crown is made out of gold, heavy metal, King of Pop. Obviously, the Beat It reference and the Thriller Mike Jack reference type shit. Fun fact, I just saw Thriller or MJ, I think it's MJ the musical on Broadway. Gas. If you're a Broadway type motherfucker, I suggest. The Melanin Mock Bar into like heavy metal, that shit was hard. Especially considering the melanin swap of MJ in this moment, you know what I mean?
All my skeletons locked. If I could do it all over, then I never would swap. I seen good, I seen bad, had my melanin mocked. I seen lifelong friends turn to devilish ops. I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it before you see that heavy metal get popped. He was a mean ass wing with a hell of a shot. But if no team draft king, he gon' bet on the block. He wanna ball till he fall until the Federals knock. And sit his ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. You can't relate.
Oh, that whole fucking scheme is crazy. Oh my God, bro. The basketball and coke dealing or crack dealing or whatever the fuck, drug dealing and running the block on the block in the shot. He's going to be sitting on the bench in the federal. Oh my, when the federal's not. God. This is what I'm gonna say, guys, and I'm a staunch believer in this. And I've just come to the realization lately that J. Cole might be the GOAT. Sometimes I just want to hear some good ass rap. You know, Kendrick's cool, Drake is cool, and I've argued in the defense of Drake mad times because nobody will in terms of him being one of the GOATs. I feel like everybody wants to pretend like he's not, and I have to be the one that gets the dislikes on my video for telling you that he is, and you don't like to hear that type shit. You want your echo chamber, and I'm not going to provide that. But J. Cole might be the GOAT just because sometimes you just want to hear a motherfucker rap. That's it. Sometimes you want to hear a motherfucker rap. You want to hear wordplay, you want to hear bars, you want to hear vocabulary, you want to hear storytelling, and he's going to give you all of that without being too fucking avant-garde where nobody, like, K-Dot is a heavy-ass listen, ladies and gentlemen. That's all there is to it. He's a heavy listen. He's a heavy-ass listen, and honestly, that's one of my main gripes with him. It's one of the reasons why I like listening to Drake more than K-Dot, because if I'm going to lean in one direction, I don't want, like, it's cool using my mind. It's cool, like, you know, thinking deep in thought, and, you know, you're telling your story, and you're telling you're using the pen to push a movement forward or shed light on something, or what. That's cool and all. But all the time, you're not sitting there and telling me that you're listening to fucking Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. You got that bitch on repeat. Maybe the K-Dot stands, but your average listener, even somebody who's deep into the rap knowledge and culture, you're not going to sit there and listen to fucking K-Dot's album. And sometimes I don't want to hear Drake talk about the bitches or talk about the money. Drake's one downfall with his pen most recently is that his bars are very simile metaphor, like that doesn't add any kind of impact to the bar whenever he says, do something like this. It's clever in the moment, but it doesn't add anything to the bars. This whole shit right here by J. Cole, he can do both. Conscious, storytelling, bitches, whatever you want. The dude is probably the most versatile rapper. Drake is obviously the most versatile artist of the three, but rapper.
Before you see that heavy metal get popped, he was a mean ass wing with a hell of a shot. But if no team draft king, he gon' bet on the block.
If no team draft king, he gon' bet on the block, the heavy metal pop. Bro, DraftKings, the betting site, for those that aren't in the United States, it's a major betting site that's available for like sports betting. But if they don't draft him, if they don't draft the king, he gonna bet on the block. Like he's gonna bet that he's not gonna get caught pushing this weight to make the money. You're betting against the police, you're betting against the feds, and you're gonna get caught.
Mean ass wing with a hell of a shot. But if no team draft king, he gon' bet on the block. He wanna ball till he fall until the federals knock and sit his ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. You can't relate.
For moving careless with rock, bro, is crazy. Like crack rock, they call basketball a rock. You're moving careless, turnovers. You make too many turnovers, you're gonna get sat on the bench in basketball. The federals are gonna sit you on the bench in your cell for crack rock. See what I mean? Like this simile metaphor, this is complex without fucking me needing to bring out a fucking dictionary and encyclopedia type shit.
To the federals knock and sit his ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. You can't relate unless your father was not around and your mother went out and found someone else and then brought around, and they salaries didn't combine when they married and brought you out of that poverty. Then you moved to a soft little part of town so that when you back in the hood you feel awkward about it now.
Oh my God.
Then your confidence start to drown, but the rapping gave you some positive thoughts, so you jot them down. Jot him down. Ride to it, ride to it, ride.
Sample's mad loud right here, and I know this probably isn't mixed and mastered, but it sounds like dog shit if I'm being honest with you. But bro, that whole like you're not gonna understand where you're coming from unless you led this exact path. And if he's talking about his own path, like nobody's stepped in his shoes before. So you're not going to understand. You're not going to feel them till everybody say they love you, but it's not love. And your suit is ox blood, and the girl you fucking hates you, and your friends faded on shots of, but you ordered to forget about the game that you on top of. Your famous girlfriend ass keep getting thicker than the plot does, and when you forget her, that's when she pop up. Yeah, you got to drop, but you ride around with the top up and get 3 SUVs for homies dressed like refugees and deal with the questions about all your excessive needs. And you do dinners at French Laundry in Napa Valley, scallops and glasses of Dolce, that shit right up your alley. You see a girl and you ask about her, bitches smiling at you. It must be happy hour. They put the cloth across your lap soon as you sat down. It's feeling like you own every place you choose to be at now. You walking through airport security with your hat down instead of getting a pat down. They just keep on telling you they feel you, homie.
Ride to it, 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 ride to it. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
And it's definitely the piano melody of that beat. Let me know another reactor that caught that. My comments, there's gonna be nobody in my comment section because I'm the only one. Unless there's a couple that do, and I'm expecting the same ones in my mind. I think I knew who they are already.
Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Yeah. Benjamin Button, cold flows, reverse time. To find deliveries good as mine, you gotta search primes. I'm scaling heights higher than birds can.
Irony in that bar is that was not a good delivery. That cadence was not good. It sounded rushed.
Benjamin Button, cold flows, reverse time. To find deliveries good as mine, you gotta search primes. I'm scaling heights higher than birds can perch, trying to be something, hoping that peace comes to my cursed mind. One thing's for sure, that I've matured from my first rhyme. I learned long ago you can't please them all, and it hurts trying. In this game where all you've got is your name, like dirt, I'm smirking at niggas trying to besmirch mine. Absurd times where the fake get told it is wise. I can see hating both for your eyes, but the third's blind. So you search lines, but you struggle, which explains the puzzled look on the dull faces the word finds. I hate when raps become but like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about to do. They instigate the fuckery because it's profitable. But singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle dog, I would have lost the bro. I would have gained the phone, and all for what? Just to attain some old props from strangers.
Thank you for the acknowledgement. We're gonna rewind.
Because it's profitable, but singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals. I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle dog, I would have lost the bro.
Oh my God, bro. They want the fucking fire so they can make their clips and little reaction videos to make the dough, dog. Shut up, Cole. You know that we're not making nothing on this shit. Join Patreon, bitch. But if I didn't lose the battle, I would have lost a bro.
They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle dog, I would have lost the bro. I would have gained the phone, and all for what? Just to attain some old props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king, if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media. Competing for your favorable memes to be considered best, to live and rest, the weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing.
He's talking to y'all motherfuckers out there. I'm not gonna lie, I was in it too. I called you a bitch for fucking deleting the video. In that moment, that was bitch made. We can't even front. You handled it incorrectly. It's just the way that you handled it that left a bad taste in my mouth. But after I saw the way that everything played out, after the entire rap world saw everything the way that it played out, J. Cole was the only winner in that motherfucker, low key. Low key. Bro stood on his morals, dog. That's crazy. Like, who's gonna do that? He saw it from the get-go. He saw it from the jump, and he knew it was a bad idea. He probably felt pressured to put out the track, and then he ended up backpedaling and like bringing it on back. Maybe we overreacted type shit. Hard, bro. Especially considering, you know, like the way that Cole talks about the hood and talks about like, you know, like sitting in prison if you don't make it, that kind of thing. It's such a hard thing to like be able to say about yourself that you did. You're able to say that you might have overreacted, but you caught it and rolled it back, because that's such like a metaphor for fucking the hood and for like the violence that rap music promotes. Like a lot of people that land in prison for killing somebody, it was heat of the moment type shit, but you can't take that back. You can't bring that person back to life. Now you have to live with the fucking consequences of your actions. Post-nut clarity type shit. J. Cole saw it and he was like, damn, this is setting up a bad precedent for myself. Let me roll it on back because I don't have this negative vibe within me to continue this. Because we both know that K-Dot and Drake are petty. And I normally put J. Cole above that pettiness.
Competing for your favorable memes to be considered best, to live and rest, the weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies, so lines got crossed.
I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies, and crossing lines in order to do so. Talk that shit, Cole.
Best to live and rest, the weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies. So lines got crossed, perhaps regrettably. My friends went to war, I walked away with all they blood on me. Now some will discredit me, try wipe away my pedigree, but please find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly.
Talk to
my dog
him.
texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga.
I guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be, dog. Just because the gun don't fire don't mean the gun's not deadly. Oh my God.
In that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga. They stripped me of my spot and now I'm finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides, they don't you lie on me, my nigga. To start another war, hey Drake, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my nigga.
Now talk to
Fuck
him.
all the narratives. Tapping back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding these folks why we do it. It's not for beefing, it's for speaking our thoughts, pushing ourselves, reaching the charts, reaching your minds, deep in your hearts, creeping to find emotions to
This
touch.
cadence is
Something
crazy.
inside to open you up, help you cope with the rough times and shit. I'm sending love cause we ain't promised shit. My nigga, y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Yeah.
Clap it up, folks. That's how you do it right there. He said, I'm gonna acknowledge what you did for me, bitch. That might be seen as taking sides because K-Dot has yet to acknowledge what Drake has done for him. But it's true. I'm going to acknowledge what you have done for me because you can't sit there and I'm not saying that Drake is the reason and solely on his own propped up J. Cole's career or propped up K-Dot's career. But you can't lie the amount of influence that he has and they all have with each other. And I think that if we're talking about it, I think J. Cole is more in line like mentally and like if he had to pick a side, not saying that he is, but I do feel like he leans in the Drake direction just because K-Dot is a very fucking spiteful and I just feel that Kendrick has a mean spirit, dog. Does anybody feel like that? Not that he's evil, but he's got just that animosity all the way back to the initial on like his interlude on Take Care. Like when you listen to it after the fact, you can like hear that animosity and hunger for Drake on his own album. Like he's trying to play it cool, but you can tell like he's like, it's made me even more rude and impatient that Drake has this before I do. Not saying that he's a bad person. Not saying that J. Cole or Drake aren't bad people. They could all be bad people who for all we fucking know. But I just feel like the chill above it mentality or just the chill level, I think is definitely more leaning in Drake's direction. But I'm telling you, bro, J. Cole might be the GOAT. He might be on top in the big three conversation. We clowned him in the moment, but him pulling back that track, that might be the most GOAT shit of it all.